presents the NBA Monday Night Basketball. It's coming right up. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And joining us from the sidelines is David Aldridge. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Pascal Siakam.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Willis is out there with John Collins. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then it's Porter, and it's Siakam in at the small forward spot. And for the Cavaliers, a lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. A loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. And it's Okoro in at the 3 slot. And if you claim to be a basketball purist, and Greg, I know you do, one thing you gotta love watching is great ball movement.
Which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
Now, here's Mitchell. 5 on the clock. Mobley, a screen on Siakam. Shot's good by Mitchell.
And Mitchell is a confident scorer, including from downtown.
Siakam with it. Outside, Porter. Willis with a screen on Garland. And Porter, here we go. Here's Collins. A shot off that time. Good D by Mobley. Now, here's Okoro. He's tightly guarded. Launches it. Mobley misses. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Utah. It's a 3-point game. This game against Cleveland is the first time they've met this season. Collins setting the pick for Porter. Pass to Collins. Good, and a nice assist from Porter.
Well, in this two-man game, Collins can really do anything, and that's why he's so effective in the pick and roll.
Mobley outside. Garland against Bridges. From 10 feet out, Garland with the bucket.
Fearless move by Garland inside, going for the high percentage shot.
Outside, Porter. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Siakam outside. There's a screen by Collins. And Pascal Siakam with the 3. It's a tie ball game.
Yeah, you got to get out on that. Siakam demonstrating that ability to hurt you from beyond.
Mitchell against Siakam. Allen, a screen on Siakam. Releases. Allen, it's good on the putback.
A superb offensive rebounder. Allen's long arms and feel for how to get positioning helps big time.
Now, here's Porter. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the
Utah shooting their first free throws here tonight.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
The first one falls. And Porter drops them both.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Mobley outside. Bridges against Garland. Pass to Okoro. Mitchell in the corner from about 19 feet. Rebounded by the Jazz. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
Nothing is better than winning on the road in this league. It's so difficult. You savor every one of those.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. No good from outside.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Porter looking it over. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Well, if you have the killer instinct he showed there, it doesn't matter what the size disadvantage is.
Mobley finds Allen. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Outside Porter. Bridges outside. Collins setting the big for Porter. Kicks it out to Collins. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Collins has got 5 now.
Well, you can't start the game much better than this. 4 of 5 from the field.
And Kenny Atkins. Calls timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Levert's checked in for Okoro. And Utah also making a switch. Connect, he's checked in for Pascal Siakam. Pass to Mobley. Now here's Levert. Here's Allen. And it's good for 2.
And this is where Allen should look to score because he's got the size and length.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kenny Atkinson and I got a chance to talk for just a bit. Now, I asked Coach about the defensive game plan tonight, and he said preventing easy buckets around the rim, and that starts with John Collins. He's a great interior scorer, especially when he gets ahead of steam, so we have to limit those opportunities. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Levert. 9 points last game. Outside Garland. Levert kicks to Mitchell. Back to Levert. Puts up a deep 3. The long distance 3 is buried.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Bridges misses.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Garland, the pass to Mobley. Cleveland moving the ball around. Moves back up. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
At almost 7 feet tall, once Mobley has ideal positioning inside, he forces the defender to have to foul.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Utah Jazz.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
Willis with a screen on Garland. Porter kicks to Collins. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession. And now let's check in on the two guards from around the league and see which one of them is playing the stingiest defense over the span of the last 10 games. Donovan Mitchell, third.
And this is a very intense group. I mean, those steals don't come by accident. I mean, they've gotten them through the effort, and they're willing to expend that kind of energy on that aspect of the game.
Yeah, and you just love having guards like these guys. Your defense starts on the perimeter, and they have made it tough on opponents.
Now, here's Bridges. 20 points for him last game against Detroit. 6 on the shot clock. Stolen by Garland. It's LeVert on the wing. Spins. Back to Garland. Nobody near Allen. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Here is Porter. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Detroit. Bridges a screen on Garland. Just 5 on the clock. And finished off by Porter.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, you'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Here's Jones after the basket by Utah. Mitchell wide open. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Garland with it. Now guarded by Porter. Lays it up off the glass. Garland's got his second basket of the night.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
G.A., you look how Garland can create for himself. Very good off the catch or the bounce.
So deadly off of those high pick and rolls because he can dribble into that three. A playmaker that can do that is a headache. Garland knows how to create that space and get his look.
And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for Cleveland. They trail by 1. Garland finds LeVert. Allen outside. Back to Jones. And here's Mitchell from the arc. The shot will not fall. Bridges with some nice defense. Down low, Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Collins so active around the rim.
Now Cleveland shooting 40% here in the early stage. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Cavaliers with some changes. Chris Boucher's checked in for Allen. Mobley comes in for Mitchell, and it's T.J. McConnell in for Garland. Boucher passes to Jones. And here's Boucher. Pass to LeVert. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Oh, what a great touch on that shot from LeVert. Even the foul can't interrupt the rhythm of his mechanics.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
One shot.
one drops. He ties it up. And Utah has possession. Outside Porter. George sets a screen for Porter. Siakam outside. That three off the mark.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Boucher finds McConnell. Mobley a screen on Porter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From down in the low post, it goes. And the Cavaliers lead by 2. Siakam passes to Porter. Screen by Siakam. Puts up a deep three. That one's not going to go. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Cavaliers ahead as they wrap up the first quarter on a 12-4 run. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. Close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And what do you guys think about the Cavaliers so far in this one?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, they've made a point to get inside on this defense, and it's been working like a charm early on.
Utah has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. On the floor for Utah, getting going here in the second quarter. We've got Connect. Porter is out there with George. Then it's Pascal Siakam. And it's Holton in at the center position. Pass to George. Here's Holton. And George kicks to Siakam. Oh, good on the three.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
Now, here's McConnell. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. We've got some talented defensive big men in the league today, Coach. But in your opinion, who would you say is the best rim protector?
Well, Kevin, I would have said Rudy Gobert because people didn't even want to go to the rim and challenge him. Right. Anthony Davis is great. But I'm telling you, the young guy, Victor Wembanyama, I think is the best we've got now.
Isn't he something else, Stan? We've never seen anything like him.
We never have, and I'm not sure we ever will again.
He hits both from the stripe. Jazz trail by 4. Now George. No scoring in this one. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Karis LeVert.
Name a type of shot Keontae George can hit it. More than capable of scoring at all 3 levels.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. That free throw good from George. You know, talking to Keontae George, he credits film watching for much of his success. I like that kind of element he brought up.
Yeah, they say he also spends a lot of time talking to veterans on the team, seeks advice from them and coaches. He's a real student of the game, and that has helped speed up the process for him.
Boy, a guy like that, Coach, has got to be fun to coach.
Yeah, those are the guys you're looking for.
And Okoro with the basket on the assist by McConnell.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
George with the screen on McConnell. Porter kicks to Siakam. Up top, Porter. He's covered by McConnell. He was all alone on that one. Connects. Got 6 points.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays
that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Now, here's Okoro. 8 points his last outing. Mobley misses. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. George with the screen on Levert. Porter inside. Levert defending. George passes to Holton. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. Holton's got it all tied up now for the Jazz. For Cleveland, they come into this one following a loss to Brook. McConnell finds Mobley. Holds it up there for Mobley. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And went up and pulled it down. Mobley soaring.
For Utah, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. George sets a screen for Porter. Siakam outside. With the shot. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Mobley, a screen on Porter. And Levert, here we go. Does not find the mark. He's made 2 and missed 1 now. Pass to Holton. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
And Kenny. Atkinson calls timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Chris Boucher's checked in for the Cavaliers. Garland comes in for T.J. McConnell. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Garland against Bridges. Lets it go from deep. That one's in. His first shot this game.
Well, hey, you give him some daylight, he can knock it down.
And here is Graham. 11-point game his last outing. Pass to Holton. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Holton's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Mobley outside. Boucher sets a screen for Mobley. Banked in off the glass. Mobley's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Continuing to dismantle defenders. Mobley would not give in on that one.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. And Cleveland making a change here. Mitchell's checked in. And Utah also making a switch. Willis is checked in. Here's Graham. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thanks. Darius Garland, the son of former NBA player Winston Garland, said that he was a sponge growing up listening to his dad. He hung on every word about playing point guard. Darius says, I learned the little things much quicker. He taught me at a young age to change gears to keep defenders off balance. Kevin?
And he's doing it. I love the tricks of the trade you just talked about. Thank you so much.
I think this is a rare case of being overcommitted. He tried to go all out at the rim, and they stifled him.
And it's Willis finishing it off.
There's no bigger play in a close game than a putback slam.
Oh, and that one's got them all hyped up. Wow.
Yes, some guys shrink in big moments, and some rise to the occasion.
Now, here's Mitchell. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game.
Great pass to hit him in stride. Love to see teammates in sync with each other.
Here's Graham. Siakam outside. And that one barely misses as he draws contact. 2 free throws coming up. There has been, Coach, a lot of talk about how players today are better than ever before. Do you agree with that?
Well, absolutely. Isn't that the way evolution works?
Right.
Kevin, they're bigger, stronger, faster, but everyone builds on the players who came before them, and the guys today would not be where they are without the guys before who laid the foundation for them.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Reith is checked in. No good on the second free throw.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Derek Jones, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. And so it's Utah here with the ball. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. And Siakam has it in the corner. Pass to connect. Shoots over a Okoro. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Connects. Got the game tied up here for the Jazz. And so Garland will bring it up for Cleveland. Good D by Siakam.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
So the wing on the left. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Boucher's shot is off.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, a case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
Well, it's not easy to time that up. Just not quite in sync with it.
Mitchell with it. Bridges covering. And there's Mitchell. That's good on the assist from Okoro. Mitchell's got 5.
And there's an edge to Mitchell's game. He wants to be the guy in charge. And if that means he's got to get physical, he'll do it.
And Darius Garland picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Graham. Scoreless thus far. And it's Connect in the corner. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Jazz lead by 1.
And 2 more three-point field goals for him here in the second quarter. Somebody had better get a hand up.
Garland surveying the D. It's in. That's his 3rd field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Connect sends a screen for Graham. To shoot. Mitchell against Bridges. And Boucher sends it back.
A moment here now to see the numbers for Garland. Just an incredible month of basketball. He's averaging about 19 points per, 7 assists, and 3 rebounds. his skill set on the offensive end, he is such a threat on the floor.
Yeah, he's the kind of guy that makes life easier for his teammates. He demands so much defensive attention.
Allen's checked in for the Cavaliers. Mobley comes in for Jones. Here's Graham. Bridges outside. Pass to Siakam. Misses the three. Cleveland's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Cleveland.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And how about also the ability to contest shots? They're staying attached and contesting and coming away with blocks as well.
And Utah making a change here. He hits the second from the line. 1:33 left in the first half of the game. George against Mitchell. George dishes to Collins. Left side, Porter. Shot clock at 5. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Yeah, just nice strength there and then just off with the shot.
The Jazz shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. T.J. McConnell, he's checked in for Garland. And so he hits both. For Cleveland, they've gone 7 of 13 from the field since the start of the second. Shots good by Mitchell. Mitchell's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Porter, a screen on Mitchell. Here's George. The Jazz again can't hit it.
I'm sure he'd like to have that back. That's a missed opportunity.
Lined up there for Allen. George with the steal. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. Mobley outside. Back to McConnell. Now, here's Okoro. He's guarded closer. Just 5 to shoot. This one for 3. The rebound by the Jazz. Willis has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Now, here's Porter. And it is good! The buzzer! Wow!
With one eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Well, it's good to have a player on the floor with that kind of awareness. He recognized the situation.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Jazz out in front. They lead by a bucket. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the 3rd quarter.
Hello and welcome. First up, folks, let's take a moment to see how things are shaking down in the Rookie of the Year race.
Acclimating to the league is not that easy. These guys are already accepting the challenges and the rigors of the NBA, and they're crushing it. I'm surprised.
And moving on to the Cavaliers' first half. It's a close one through 2 quarters.
Chucking up all those threes is clearly not working for them. They need to balance their attack.
Yeah, you want to put your players in a position to succeed, and I don't see that in the first half.
And that about wraps it up. And as the 3rd quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Nice game. Great performance by Dalton Connect.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. A chance here to get a quick injury report.
Hey guys, Utah's head athletic trainer gave me an update. They've told me that he has tendinitis in his shoulder. And this is a huge blow. This wasn't the best roster in the NBA coming into the season. Kevin?
David, thanks for checking in. On top of it as always.
It's interesting. Even with the advancements in strength and conditioning, injuries continue to impact the game.
Well, this is a high-impact sport, and the league continues to get bigger and faster.
A loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. And it's Okoro in at the 3 spot. That's the group starting the second half for Kenny Atkinson. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Following this one, they get to host the Warriors. That'll be the second game of a 5-game homestand. Poked loose. Stolen by Allen. On the wing, Mitchell. Nailed from three-point land. Mitchell's got 10.
And don't give Mitchell too many of those looks. Once he gets in rhythm, it is hard to stop him.
Outside, Porter. Willis with a screen on Garland. And Porter, here we go. And he banks in the layup. 12 points for him.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Mitchell outside. To the paint. There's Garland. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. And it's 8 points for Darius Garland.
And I like that Mobley keeps his options open. He knows by making that pass, it could lead to something better.
Porter with it. Garland picks him up. And count it. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Keep getting him the ball. He's been a huge part of this offense.
You coached Stan at various levels for 30 years. How has the transition been to the broadcasting business?
Well, Kevin, it's been great because of people like you and because I'm undefeated.
Right. But do you miss the aftermath when there's at least a score sheet? There's a scorecard that says win or loss.
I do miss that. There's no question. I miss the competition. I miss the camaraderie of building toward a result. But I've started to get some of that in broadcasting as I've gotten to know my partners better.
Well, it's great being your partner.
Likewise.
Now Porter, after Isaac Okoro missing on that last three-pointer. Kicks it out to Siakam. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots over Mobley. Another miss by Utah.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something. Up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Here is Porter. Following the basket by Donovan Mitchell. Collins setting the pick for Porter. Outside Collins. Here's Willis. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Jared Allen. The Jazz have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9. And he knocks down the first one. Connect, he's checked in for Utah. Keontae George comes in for Bridges, and Willis drops them both. For Cleveland, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Allen, a screen on Porter. McConnell scanning the floor. Locked up there for Allen. It's tipped, and he gets it back. And Willis pulls it down.
And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
The Jazz have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them. Free throw good. Porter.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
And Porter drops them both. Mitchell with it. He's got 12. Pass to Okoro. Collins against Mobley. Mitchell right side. Allen for three. And Willis pulls it down. Willis is...
Yeah, those shots from him are certainly not helping their case.
And that one, good. Collins has got the lead up to 6 now for Utah.
Yeah, John Collins has a rangy build, so he has multiple ways to get points inside.
Well, John Collins was a force in his first few years, Stan, but hasn't seemed to match that level of success. Since that time. Why do you think that is?
Well, I think there's a few reasons, Kevin. Number one, I just think it's a lot about opportunity. And he went from being the number 2 guy on a team to being the 3rd, 4th, even at times 5th guy on the floor. So he's not getting as much opportunity. He doesn't have as much opportunity to play some of his minutes as a center now. And that was always where he could get a quickness advantage. So even where he is now, though, this guy is a very good player and has gotten to the point he's underrated.
And to me, Evan Mobley seems like a fast learner. He adapted to the league play pretty seamlessly and is always looking for little ways to improve.
Now, here's George. Lets it fly. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
The drive by Mitchell, and it's good, 2 points. Mitchell's got 7 points for the quarter.
And you got to clog up those lanes. Mitchell just explodes to the rim when he gets to that launching pad.
The 3 from George. Evan Mobley with the rebound. Mobley's got 5 rebounds tonight. Now, here's Okoro, guarded closer. McConnell kicks to Mobley. Mobley sets the pick for Mitchell. Drills it from outside. Now just a 1-point Utah lead.
Yeah, after a slow start to the game, he's been productive and efficient here in the second half.
Collins passes to Graham. To shoot to the inside. Filipowski, it's not going to go for him. Excellent D there from Allen. Pass to Mobley. Mitchell left side. A miss that time would have put him up. For Utah, they've gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Took him no time at all on that one. Collins has got 13.
Well, those are the quick twitch muscles from Collins.
Mobley outside. Locked up there for Allen. And then Allen slams it in.
When you have an elite wingspan like Jared Allen, you make those alley-oops look easy.
Collins a screen on McConnell. Right Right side, Collins. Back to Graham. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Here's McConnell. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now, here is George. It's a one-point game. Collins, a screen on Mitchell. The shot by George, no good. Cleveland's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Mobley wide open. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. He's got 11.
A lot of focus on the part of Mobley. Gets great position, feet set, and lets it fly.
With the drive, pass to connect. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Well, a chance to check out some stats for him.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
That free throw missing. And the Cavaliers making a change here. LeVert's checked in. No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. And here are the Cavaliers. They're on a 12-4 run. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Playing as a team so crucial. Let's see the NBA's best. The Cavaliers, number 1.
The beauty of watching this team is seeing the ball move around the court. It doesn't stick. That's why they're at the top of that list.
Now George. Out to the right wing. Pass to Graham. Nice ball movement by Utah. Out to the right wing. Here's connect. Another miss by Utah.
Tough to hit that shot when the D is all over you like that.
McConnell with it. Mobley outside. Allen with it.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. He can't get it to go. For Utah, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. Graham surveying the floor. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Graham's got it all tied up now for the Jazz.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Cavaliers. Mobley outside. Loads it up there for Mobley. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And ball handlers like Mitchell really elevate your offense. His precision passing to pass the basketball at the right time. Really a terrific ability.
Now here's Graham. Here's connect. The basket is good off the assist from Graham. Graham's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. McConnell against Graham. For 3, Mitchell. And it's John Collins with the rebound. Utah has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Allen against Graham. Pass to Filipowski. And stolen by McConnell. For 3, Mitchell sinks the three-pointer. Mitchell's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now. And even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
Connect with it. LeVert defending. And here is Graham. Outside for George. 4 on the clock. And Utah, another 3.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Jazz lead by 1. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Well, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. So on the floor for Utah. Bridges out there at Porter. And it's Green. Then there's Filipowski. And it's Siakam in at the 4-man position. And the dunk by Boucher. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
On the wing, Porter. Guarded by Garland. There's the pick. For 3, Bridges. Boucher with the rebound. Cavaliers leading. Now, here's Okoro. A floater. Lost contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Yeah, it took just enough off of it for the floater.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Cleveland.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Bridges a screen on Garland. Here's the 3. And that one's good by Porter. Porter's got 10 points in just the second half.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Outside, Jones. Pass to LeVert. He's off from 17 feet.
Well, if you have the space, you have to take that shot. He missed it, but he's trying to keep the defense honest.
Now, here's Bridges. Outside Porter, and he drives in. Stolen by Garland. And now Okoro running the floor all by himself.
And when you look at game-by-game scoring, Garland is extremely consistent. But tonight, he's been on another level.
Bridges sets the screen for Porter. Siakam outside. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. And the Jazz lead by 1.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. And Utah making a change here. Willis is checked in. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, during that last break, I heard Kenny Atkinson talking with his team. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said, we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Kevin, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
Thank you, David.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Here's Porter, and finished off by Porter.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Yeah, what a huge dunk. Making a statement right there.
Unloads from 13. The shot is good off the backboard.
And it's clear that LeVert has tons of confidence, especially in his ability to drain jumpers.
Bridges a screen on Garland. Garland against Porter. And a wide open look for Siakam. The three-pointer no good.
Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort tonight.
Garland no good. Utah's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
Jones with the bounce pass. Outside Garland. There's the triple. Takes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
You have to take Garland seriously at the arc. He is a talented shooter.
Green with a screen for Porter. Willis with a screen on Garland. Here's Porter. It's hauled in by the Cavaliers. Boucher. Got his 5th rebound in this one.
At the line for one, Darius Garland.
Hard not to like how dynamic Garland is on the floor. He's a high-energy player who works hard to maximize his impact on the game.
A different look now for Cleveland. Jared Allen's checked in for Chris Boucher. Mobley comes in for Derek Jones. And it's Mitchell in for Okoro. Jazz also changing it up. Collins comes in for Pascal Siakam. And it's Connect in for Green. Utah with the rebound.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, a case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
Well, it's not easy to time that up. Just not quite in sync yet.
Another miss by Utah.
Well, he can't buy a bucket, but it's time to find other ways to help his team win.
Garland against Porter. Pops in the layup for 2. Garland's got the lead up to 5 now for Cleveland.
Gritty bucket. Garland knows he's going to take contact, but does not back down.
Bridges finds Collins. Porter with it. There's a screen by Willis. Porter passes to Collins. Good, and a nice assist from Porter.
Well, it's only his 2nd 3 of the night. If he's going to heat up, the second half is a great time to do it.
Cavaliers have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Allen outside, back to Garland. Into the lane, Bridges with the steal. And now Porter pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
And with that 7'1" wingspan, Bridges can cause problems on D.
Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Collins. And now a look at the upcoming schedule for the Utah Jazz. On Wednesday, they'll be facing Kyrie Irving and the Dallas Mavericks. And then on Tuesday, they'll tip off a road trip in Brooklyn where they'll take on the Nets.
Hey, Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
And Will Hardy is called timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. Garland dishes to Okoro. Allen for three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And the Cavaliers lead by 3.
And how about the quick thinking on the catch and shoot? Have to applaud Allen's decision-making there.
Bridges finds Collins. The kick out to Porter. Back to Willis. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Porter for the 3. Second chance shot, and Willis gets it to go.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, with him, he's dangerous because he's so confident. He wants to deliver in these moments.
And there's Mitchell. That's good on the assist by Garland. Mitchell's got 15 points here in the second half. Here's Bridges. Willis with a screen on Mitchell. Pass to Porter. There's a screen by Willis. And Porter, here we go. Collins wide open. He fires. Jazz passing it around. Now Porter. Driving the lane. Tries again. That one, no good. Good D by Mobley. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Rebound, Utah. Willis has got his 18th rebound here tonight. All over the place. Porter inside. Guarded by Garland. No one covered. Connects. Got the game tied up here for the Jazz.
Well, we talk about ice in his veins a lot. But this guy personifies that. What a clutch shot.
Garland. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Mikal Bridges picks one up.
And he knows exactly what he's doing. Garland gets inside and puts the defender in a position where he has to foul.
So the first one drops, and that gives them the lead.
So good at getting his team involved. Garland has become a difference maker.
Yeah, he's a guy you want at the line, and clearly not affected by the moment.
Collins, a screen on Mitchell. 1:32 left in the fourth quarter of this one, and they take the lead. 20 points for Dalton Connect.
And the three-point shot really has been their best friend here tonight.
Well, it's one thing to hit threes when it doesn't matter. It's another to do it in clutch time. Takes a special player.
Mitchell's shot is good.
And this is the time in the game when you want to go to your stars. Mitchell delivered.
Willis with a screen on Garland. Here's Porter driving inside. The layup missed. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Cavaliers. They lead by 1.
At the line for your Cavaliers.
It's the first, and that will put them up by 2. Second one is good. Getting both at the line. It's a 3-point game.
Well, no doubt about those free throws. Coming up big in the clutch.
There's a screen by Willis. Porter with it. And Allen picks him up defensively. And here's Porter. Lock at 6. Inside. Here's Willis. The kick out to Porter. Willis with a screen on Mitchell. Out to the wing. Collins has got room. It's good. And that shot brings them to within just one.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Guys are not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
Taking the bump. Garland doesn't hold back and gets rewarded with the foul.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by two. And so he drops them both. It's a three-point game.
Those free throws make things a little more simpler right now. They just have to guard against the three-pointer.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
Yeah, the clock is their enemy, and they know it. We'll see if they go for the tie or try and get it quickly.
It's Porter outside. And so it's Cleveland who comes out on top here. What a show they put on here home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us tonight on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our